Straight out the boot room to Wembley, our second home. We come to conquer, no, we never walk alone. We dominate the cream of the crop, drawing all our strength from the roar of the cock. It's all for one and one for all. Pass a move, we're talking total football. Here we go again, Roy's red machine. Liverpool, the greatest team the world has ever seen. Pass a move, it's the Liverpool crew. Pass a move, it's the Liverpool crew. Pass a move, 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 it's the Liverpool crew.
Hello and welcome back to the Liverpool Groove, episode 100. Who'd have thought we'd get here? Not me, that's who. 2022 looked like we were dead and buried, I'll be honest. And then last year, after the bad season we had, it's amazing that we both decided to just go, you know what, let's just put all into it again.
And lad, that's exactly what we've done. We had months where we'd miss them, and then we'd go, right, are we going to do this or not? Yeah, we are. And then we were doing it for our enjoyment, and then we were getting decent feedback, and then we thought, fuck it, let's go for it.
Yeah. And I think it's been the most enjoyable it's been since we've been doing it.
That's my celebratory Guinness, and I've absolutely killed it, so I apologise to anyone, because I know out of all the bevies in the world, people get offended by how you pour a Guinness and how you drink a Guinness. And I got told my Guinness was too black the other day, and that's probably not black enough, and the head shit, but yeah. Episode 100. Yeah, but you know what? As we've always said, we do it for us, don't we? Yeah. We get together, or we speak on Zoom. It's our conversation. It's unedited, unscripted, unprofessional, raw fucking chat in the pub with your mate. And that's what it's all about. So yeah, we're doing it for us.
That's it.
Cheers to that.
That is all we're doing it for.
Up the dead Guinness head Reds.
But let's get on to it, because I think, you know, the game at the weekend could be season defining. A game where we've said it multiple times this season, should be the slogan of the season. It looked like it was going to be one of them games. And then, you know, Darwin Núñez, Alexis McAllister switched on right until the end and rescued it for us. Special shout out to Kelleher as well, who we will discuss a little bit more in a minute. But just like, I was in work, I didn't get to see it properly. I was looking on FOTMob to update. Silently celebrated. I had my hands in the air, like just seeing it pop up, D Núñez, and it was like, because I was on the phone, I couldn't speak or not, so I was just like,
oh, was you in where?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So I was just silently.
Is it being like that angry guitarist going?
Yeah. But no, I was. You know what? At that late in the game, I was just expecting VAR to intervene in some way, and obviously, thankfully, it didn't. It was a great header, like, because the pass was great, but Darwin Núñez had to do a lot of work with it at the same time.
Yeah, going on to earlier in the game, like, fucking performance-wise, it was, as you said, one of them games. It looked flat, it looked dead, we looked lethargic. They just defended for their lives, and it had that feel about it again, where we can give everything and might not score in 2 weeks, or we could get it on the counter. I think they had us a few times. Kelleher, excellent again, even though I thought we defended well. Again, they made issues for us, not necessarily we made issues for ourselves. They just played well in spells, caught us on the counter, because, you know, it's a different kettle of fish being at the bottom, being at the top. We're desperate to get points to win that league. And up popped the lads. And, you know, fucking hell, it was like a scene out of Bernard Watch. It was completely frozen. Everything froze. The crowd froze. I froze. You were fucking frozen in midair. And it was just two players on that pitch. You could see Núñez and you could see McAllister, and you sort of felt like you knew what was going to happen. But then it happened, and that was the first time I probably have over-celebrated during VAR, where I felt like, you can't take that off us, please. And I just celebrated, and I think I'd have put my fucking foot through the celly if they disallowed it for any reason whatsoever, just or whatever. But yeah, it just was fucking magnificent. It was like literally, everything froze. Them two were involved in the play. Every other player's stopped dead. The crowd stopped dead. The commentators have shut up. Everyone's sat still who's watching the match. And then they press play, and it just goes. And it's like fucking magic when it's like that. Yeah. And 99 minute, lad. I've got 99 problems, but Darwin ain't one. But it's fucking great.
Well, obviously, I mean, that's that's the talk of it. We cheated somehow by Nottingham Forest time wasting and allowing the game to go beyond the 98th minute. when they had 2 players booked for time wasting after the 90 minutes. So if you think they had on 30 seconds for each of them, let's say, we scored in the 98th minute, 38 second. So we scored within the time that they've added on themselves, essentially. So there's no argument there. But obviously, you've got the drop ball situation as well, which, look, it's up for debate whether it was right or wrong. There's angles that look like that. Darwin Núñez, I was going to say. There's angles that look like Kanate got kicked in the head. There's angles that shows that he didn't. It probably should have been a foul anyway, even if he hasn't connected. Yeah, that's a high foot.
The foot's up.
So it's obviously contentious for a number of reasons there in the eyes of the Forest fans, at least, anyway, and staff and the owner who chased Paul Tierney.
Good fair play. Because we'd have done the same, we'd want the same.
Yeah.
Imagine John Henry chasing it down, that's all that. Just
thing is, though, you wouldn't run away from John Henry, though, would you? If you've seen him running towards you, you just kind of go, what are you going to do? But if you've seen it, I mean, I can say this because I can't really run either. He's not running at you, let's be honest.
He's got a zone on a fishing rod, hasn't he? Saying, come here, you. And he's after him.
But now, look, referees, like we've said it all season, since the Diaz fiasco, we've made it a thing to point out other games that have had bad refereeing decisions in them that haven't affected us in any way, that have been, mid-table clashes or just games that don't involve us or our rivals in any way. We've made a point of that this season, so it's not us being biased or anything like that. The referee was shit on both sides. He made the same mistake in the first half.
Exactly, yeah.
And
that's why you can't, when there's a referee who's just shit in the game, Klopp's made a comment a few times about him as well, saying it's not just for us, he's ruined the actual game of footy because he's that bad. He's giving wrong decisions for both teams. It's not like it's just against us. Most of the time it is, but when referees are having that type of game where they're just causing shit, blowing for nothing, making the wrong decisions, it just ruins the game for everyone because both sets of players sort of team up and think, this fella, you've done on Sunday League, you go to the fucking striker you're defending against, he's a fucking knob him, isn't he?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, he's a fucking dickhead. And then you can get away with stuff with each other. I'll stand on his toe, he'll fucking elbow me in the throat and I'll get given. And that's what there's levels out of refereeing now, but that drop ball, it's a nothing situation. You've got Mike Dean saying monumental fucking issue. What a load of bollocks, right? When was the word monumental for the Tottenham disallowed goal and the handball and, the fucking Chelsea handball against them? That wins us the game. That's us well top of the league. You're beating Arsenal, you're beating Tottenham and you're beating Chelsea. There's us 9 points. Higher up that fucking, or 8. Further up the fucking table. So, they're monumental decisions when that's an individual's complete and utter error fucking you over what seems purposely. Everyone in the world can see that that's a problem. He's gave us the ball back and 3 minutes later we go and score.
Yeah.
They've had time again to clear that ball. We've got a throw in, didn't win it back. We get a corner, they win it. They should effectively go down that end and attempt to attack our goal. But he tries to do keep-ups at the edge of his fucking box. And Ali Mack is there to take it off him. So, if they want to blame anyone, blame themselves.
Well, no, I mean, we've said it before, haven't we, about teams near the bottom that are trying to play football. And fair play to them, fans want to see you playing good football, but I think fans would rather see you win, first and foremost.
There's a difference between playing good football and being 98 minutes in against the league fucking table toppers and trying to cruyff turn past Ali McAllister, like fucking tow you as hard as you can towards the corner flag, get rid of the ball, take your points and be made up. But they never. And I think, how many videos are going around of Forest fans recording the match? They fucking knew what was going to happen because they knew they were going to moan about it and blame it. And it's fucking, the blame has to be at their own team, their own manager. Their manager should be screaming there, clear that fucking ball, get rid of the ball. Where's the captain? Scream, get rid of the fucking ball. Everyone out and clear the ball. He's got 3 chances to do it, 3 swipes at the ball, and he doesn't. And like McAllister, I don't think he had a brilliant game. He was trying to force it himself. Sometimes it happens where players who are a bit better than other players, like McAllister is, I think I said on the last one, he's like Thiago-esque in his head.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a level ahead of some of them in his thinking. He's trying to carry the game on his own and sometimes the others aren't on his wavelength. So everything he does looks a little bit shit. It was like me last night at footy. Left footballs here and there, trying to get people in, and they're not thinking the same as you. That I'm lying, by the way. But to a point. But yeah, like he's forcing and forcing and forcing. But when you're that good, eventually someone goes, he might do this.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what happens. Like, and as I said before, everything froze. It was like, you could imagine you could clear that pitch and everyone was gone. And it was just a training ball from McAllister to Nunes. The ball is phenomenal. But as you just said before, like it's not like it hasn't got enough weight on it where you can let it hit you and it goes in. He's had to bring his neck back, direct it, as he should be able to do. But they're the ones you're expecting him to miss, aren't they, to be honest? But yeah, fucking great, lads. And you know what? You love it when it's players like Nunes. You love it when it's players like McAllister. McAllister's came in. He was a bit of a scapegoat for a bit. Can't play as 6. He's not playing as well as he was for Brighton. Just give him time. Nunes, again, every time he misses a shot, he creates 4 chances. So I've got no issues. I'm fucking made up for Nunes. How he went all full catch buyer, started booting the fucking the advertising boards and all that. Boss, that's pure passion. And I've said it time and time again. We get linked with, like, not linked compared to Man City and all that, but there's not a comparison that the passion our lads have for the team, for the shirt, for the club is just boss. Stop looking at me, Bevy. You want one of them, don't you?
No, I really don't.
I don't even think that fucking thing was on. I don't think it's worked. Just taste Ted.
No, but you're right. Players they've been scrutinised. Nunes is constantly dividing opinion online and probably in the stands as well. Well, actually, probably not in the stands, if I'm being honest, is he?
Well, to be honest, yeah, because we've had conversations and I've been in the ground myself where I've gone, how much longer does he get? How many more, like, games against Fulham where we end up winning 4-3, the fucking skin of our teeth, where he's had 3 chances, and then the other, Crystal Palace, he's hitting the bar, he's hitting the post, he's missing chances, he should be scoring, and then, was it fucking where he's dinking the keeper from 2 yards away from the goalie, and you're just thinking, he's just mental, but you can either be on his side, or you can be against him, but you can't be like, I compare him similar to Alisson. He's not going to change. Alisson will always try and turn a striker. Will always try and play football.
Yeah.
Will always play his way, and you've got to either go, is he the best goalie in the world and a bit of a maniac, or is he fucking scary and you can't trust him? Not a chance. He's the best goalie in the world by merit, by stats, by everything. He's phenomenal. Nunes is the same. He's not going to change. He's going to do mad things. You've just got to either you accept that madness for what it is and go, he might miss 10, but he might score 20. Fucking get behind him. And I think we are starting to see the best of him. I think Milner said himself, he's a monster in training. Yeah. When he clicks, he's going to click and run and go mad. And
we're not far off that.
At 22, like, his stats speak for themselves, don't they? This season alone, he's right up there, and he hasn't played as much as he wanted. So I think we've got a diamond, and I think we've got a diamond that fucking connects with us. Yeah. I've said before, some players you just love. Torres, Dirk Kuyt. And that's the dog there, by the way. I'm not just a knobhead. This dog is fucking crying, Meg. But yeah, we just got to get behind him, and I think for every 2 chances he misses, he scores. I think he's got a goal or an assist every 83 minutes or something, hasn't he? Something like that, which is crazy good.
Yeah, it is.
And he's gone better since Jota came into the fold, and it takes the pressure off him a little bit. Obviously, Jota's injured, and he's made a statement. Here I am. I'm your striker. Put me in there, and I'll score. So
yeah, and obviously, just nice to have him. I think it was him, Szoboszlai, and Endo back on the bench at the weekend, wasn't it? So like, we're getting players back at the right time. Like, and when you see what City are doing, coming back and dismantling United quite easily. Like, United had 1 shot in the entire game. What a shot it was, to be fair, but that's it.
Do you know what? Sorry, go on, carry on.
And I was just going to say, and Arsenal just demolishing Sheffield United the other night. Like, well, didn't expect anything else, but when they're winning games like that, and then everyone's going, look at the way Liverpool are winning, it's not sustainable. We don't give a fuck.
No, but you know, like what is the common phrase is that's it's a sign of champions.
Champions, yeah. I said about United for years. How many times under Ferguson did United play shit and come away with a 1-0
Yeah,
win?
and that's a mentality thing. You know, we've been called mentality monsters before. When you can come out in a game when you're not playing well in a stadium that has been a bit hostile towards you, and the fucking them fans are cunts. By the way, they're not Forest fans, all cunts. Yeah. A lot of them. Yeah, when it is that hostile and it's not football related, it fucking does get to you a bit. I think it got to our fans as well at times, and we fucking weren't as loud as we could have been. And then that let off. That let off is relief.
Yeah.
That is jubilation, pure relief. And I just think we're doing it our way. We never do things. We don't ever win 6-0 in a title race where we're going on and we're just swatting teams and making it look easy and giving our fans confidence that we're going to go all the way.
Yeah.
We struggle and we plod on and we get through and then we go, that was a fucking intense roller coaster, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
Once you've scored your third goal in the game against Sheffield United, your game's over, you're bored, the atmosphere is flat, you're in the pub in your head.
Yeah.
And as brilliant as that is, and as nice as it is, it's not Liverpool. It's not us. It's not. It's just not our way.
We win 7-0 when we're fifth in the league and no chance of getting fourth.
Yeah. We just like to do things, and I just think there's just something built for us where greatness is there, but we work for it.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean? It's just a different feel.
That's it. I think that's why when, we say, the slogan the club have is this, this means more, and you see the elation of the fans and stuff like that. And I think that's what it is. It's like, yeah, we've had so much success with Klopp. We deserve more, obviously, but the way we do it, the way we struggle, like, 1920 when we did actually win the league was like so rare for us to do what we done. Win 17 on the spin, draw at United, then win 18 on the spin. It's like that's not the way we do it. That was too easy for us.
Yeah,
and it's proved. I mean, obviously, just we've not done it again, but we've been obviously close. But I don't know. That's why it felt. Milner said it, didn't he, after we won the league that year? Like the atmosphere was better in the ground when we won the league in Anfield and we had no fans than when he won it with City. Like there's just everything about Liverpool just makes it seem bigger.
Yeah, because the passion there, I think Kenny Dalglish giving the trophy to Henderson would have been more noisy than anything at the Etihad, and because they expect it. And like, I don't want to this rivalry with City, with their fans and how shit they are. It's not because we're jealous of their team's success. It's because we're sort of like baffled by how you can have a team that good, that unbelievable, and not get behind them like we get behind ours. And I know it's inevitable that they're going to win and they're going to win trophies, and we know why they're winning trophies, but it's still the greatest team they're ever going to see in their life. Get behind it, enjoy it, fucking go ballistic. We might say it's tainted. We might say it means nothing when it's stripped off them, if there's any justice. Lamar there. Yeah, but fuck everyone else. Enjoy it. Go out, get your blue flares out, follow your coach, fucking sing, get involved. We can't believe that you've got a team that good, one of the best that's ever played, and you can't get behind them. Like, it's fucking pathetic.
That's the thing. Me and you and a lot of Liverpool fans have never been shy of saying we know how good City are. We know how good the players are. It's the hardest game of the season, every season, bar none. We know how good they are. It's just the means in which they've done it that we don't agree with.
Lads, we know how good they can be. But when we turn up against them, we've showed time and time again at Anfield that we can beat them. Even when our backs are against the wall, we turn up and we win.
Yeah.
And their record at Anfield is not great. And it's not to say they're not capable of coming and beating us, because they are. See, what we've seen this season is what Liverpool turns up is our own destiny. I said it months ago. If Liverpool turn up and be the Liverpool we know they can be, we can go on and win everything. But, we've just got to see how we go. If they turn up at their best and we turn up at our best, it's going to be a clash of titans and a fucking fantastic game of footy.
Yeah.
But, I'm backing Liverpool all the way, as I do.
In terms of atmosphere, there's been people say, the Anfield atmosphere is a myth, and at times this, not just this season, but in recent seasons, the part two. but obviously Luton, you mentioned it before, the atmosphere in that game was tremendous. In terms of the atmosphere, what are you hoping it's like on Sunday?
Well, worse than the time when we smashed the bus up. It's got to be hostile. It's got to be intimidating. We've got to fucking pull no punches, lad. We've got to go for them. We've got to hurt them. We've got to make the players fear Anfield, and get on that Annie Road with your flags and your flares. Bang fuck out that bus, punch it. Not ours. Don't hurt no one, but intimidate them. Fucking put fear through them because we know it works. They come to Anfield and they panic every time they play us. The crowd lifts the team. And, if we can get in their heads, well, I don't know whether they're travelling on the day or they're staying over. If they're staying over, fucking do the firework thing, whatever. If you see them in the street, fucking call them all sorts. Not asked. Get in there, get on any road, get your flares, your smoke bombs, your flags, your banners, your scarves, and make noise. Just be hostile, and then get in the ground early, get behind them, and show Liverpool why we are the best team, why we love them. Just get behind them. Show Man City what they're missing with our fan base. Because Pep Guardiola will give his fucking arms and legs to manage a team with a fan base like ours. So let's make him hate his fans even more than he already does. Let's show Man City what they're missing. What they probably deserve as a football team is a fan base like ours, because they are exceptional.
Yeah.
We get behind ours when our backs are against the wall. And again, even though we're top of the league, we're not favourites to win this league. The form we're in compared to the form everyone else is in, we're not favourites to win this league, and that's where we rally. We get behind them. Games like Luton, games like Notts Forest, where it's not quite going our way, we just spin it on its head and we get behind them, and that's what we've got to do. It's got to be fucking horrible for Man City. Every time they touch the ball, boo, scream, shout. Every time we get it, fucking cheer, and get that cop bouncing. Get all sides of the ground bouncing, and let's go for it.
Do you think do we need a sort of Chelsea 05, a Barca 2019? Do we need that kind of atmosphere, or do we have to somehow try and sort of top them, which sounds fucking ridiculous when you say it out loud, like, because in our lifetime at least, they're probably the two you go to, aren't they? But do you think we need another one of them?
We do, lad. 100%. We need to exceed them. And again, it's hard. Like we moan about the atmosphere at Anfield and games like you're playing Fulham and you score late and it goes off completely. It's brilliant. Luton, you're not expecting Luton to come to Anfield and make us get up for a game like that the way we did, and we do. It's just, you can't put a control on it. You can't preempt it. It just happens. So even that spiel I'm giving there, fucking get in and do that. You can't preempt it. People will just go in and the nerves will kick in and the passion will flow, and it just happens. But it all depends. Liverpool have got to go be straight at the races, straight at them, and that's where we'll find. When we played Chelsea, I think we'd scored in the first fucking 2 minutes in 2005, or a penalty and a sending off, as we've always discussed.
Cross the line,
and that's it. You're in control of that game then, and you've got to keep the players believing like they're kings. Yeah. They are the kings of that game, and the fucking choosers of their own destiny, if you want. They win that game, and they're all of a sudden proper favourites. And I don't like being proper favourites, but that fan base, that crowd, if we get behind them like we can, it can be better than anything we've ever seen before, and it can lead us to something that we crave.
Yeah.
It's the Holy Grail, and we want to see it properly this time.
Yeah, definitely. What about, you talk about the atmosphere, and you talk about, like, City as a team. Like, I've always said it about them. They don't like teams that run at them. They don't like teams that actually go and attack them, which is why they are capable of putting 4 or 5 past teams, because teams just let them. Said it before, United done it at the weekend. United attacked a little bit, got the 1 goal, and then went, right, that's it, give up now. And then City just went, nice one. That's exactly what we wanted you to do.
That's exactly what happened as well. United went forward 3 times and looked dangerous 3 times.
Yeah.
We're hardly having a shot. I think Man City had more shots than Man United had possession. Crazy stat in a derby. But Man City look vulnerable when you attack them. They really do. And Brentford went at them, and although they never got the result, teams are going at them and scaring them, and they just keep creeping through. Don't get me wrong, we're the same, but there's just our attack when it turns up, mate. It's mauling you, it's killing you, and if we can put them on the back foot and get an early goal, you don't know what could happen. It could be one of them mad ones where, like Arsenal under Rodgers, when they just fold. Now I know City are well better than our Arsenal team, but it just depends, and it could go the other way. You know, our atmosphere, for what it's worth and for everything, sometimes, you know, if it could be too much pressure on the players. It shouldn't be, but if City start well, even though we're doing our all, sometimes it's like, fuck, what do we do here? Where else can we go? We've just got to see how it pans out. But I honestly think if we turn up in full flow before the game, the night before, whatever, on any road, let them know what we're about, like they already know, and then the team turns up, just proper gunning for them. Like the United game. If we go at them like in the United game, where we pressed fuck out of them for 20 minutes, but we need a goal in that time.
Yeah.
We ran ourselves into the ground against United, and then they realised these aren't getting one. We'll just sit in. We know City aren't going to do that. City are coming to Anfield needing to win. I'd take a draw right now. I would take a draw and still believe we could win the league. We can drop points at home to City like they did to us, as long as we don't lose. And I think I'd take that round now. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's, you know, our record against the so-called the Big Six, or what do you call it these days, the Cartel Six or the Sly Six,
the corrupt cartel,
whatever we're part of anyway. Our record against the rest of them isn't the best this season. I think we've only beat Chelsea in the league out of them. Why they're still in it, I'll never know. Why Tottenham are in it to begin with, I'll never know. But City's becoming one of them games where you used to say it all the time, didn't you, about the derby and about United. Form goes out the window, and I think City's becoming one of them games as well. And I think more so the likes of United than Everton becoming less of them games because of how bad they both are. And City's sort of becoming that one game where you'd say form's going out the window. So yeah, we've got to start strong. We've got to attack them. We've got to run at them, and just we've got to have the heavy metal football. Jurgen said it when he first come. That's what he wants to bring. And you know, there's been games this season where we haven't quite sort of hit that level. And you know, we've said it all season really, haven't we? We're having one half of good football, and then the other half is just woeful. We really can't afford that against City. So as long as, even if we have a sort of a bit of an average first half, let's say, at least be running at them, at least be pressing them at every opportunity, close everything down. Darwin Núñez being back, amazing, won't stop running, we know that. Salah back in training today, so obviously don't risk him tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit about Prague in a minute, even though we're kind of just brushing over that. Completely, but we will talk about it a little tiny bit. But don't risk him at all. Back in training, that's amazing. Don't risk him at all Thursday, because we need to win the game, of course. Obviously, we want to take a decent result back to Anfield, but there's a bigger fish to fry on Sunday, and you need Salah there. We need Núñez. We need anyone who's just coming back from an injury. Unless we have to risk them tomorrow, don't risk them.
Yeah.
Unless if we're 3-0 down or something, fucking bring them on and try and get a couple of goals back.
Even that, don't. I think, as mad as it sounds, as much as I want to win every fucking trophy, right Thursday off. And to a point where if we can redeem ourselves in the home leg, if it doesn't go our way, and we can put the big guns out, then do it. But for me, pretend Thursday's not happening. Just fucking do whatever, and then get our lads fit for Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday's the massive one. Like, as much as, imagine we go to Prague, win 5-0, and we get 3 injuries, and then we play City and get torn apart. Now, for me, City, the form they're in, the way they're capable of cutting you to pieces, if we're still in the game at half time, knowing we don't play well the first half of most games, I'll be fucking made up.
Yeah.
Because we know we can pick ourselves up and dust ourselves down, bring on our bench in terms of squad. I think if our players are fit, is probably better than theirs. I think Paul Mason said if Salah's in that squad, we should win. Which is mad for him to say because he fucking hates us. But that's like, if we're still in with a shout after 45 minutes and they haven't turned up and controlled the game, which they do often do, we sometimes I think we show them too much respect. We let them play their way, even at Anfield, but then we sort of look at the record.
Yeah.
We just pick it up and we know we can get a goal or two and take the points, and I couldn't give a fuck how we perform. If we score one goal and it hits someone on the fucking neck and goes in, I'm not asked.
Yeah.
As long as we get 3 points, but I'd take one right now. If you'd offered me a point now, and not the stress of the 90 minutes, I'd just take a point.
Yeah, stress is one thing it's definitely going to be. So basically what you're saying is for Thursday, phone Emileski, phone Marcus Babbel, phone Peggy Arfexhead and all that, and just get them all. Actually, no, you've probably started Adrian. Yeah.
I like that you went dead serious there, and Adrian can actually start. I'm not like...
No, I know you're not saying fucking write it off completely.
Yeah.
But if we don't have to use any of the big guns, if we can avoid using them, it's better for us long term. But
I believe that our younger lads can go there and probably beat them. I think if you look at the competition, we're the best team in the competition. There's one or two.
Us and Leverkusen.
There's one or two who you don't want to play. Probably in a final. Probably wouldn't want to play Leverkusen in a final. But over 2 legs, we beat everyone anyway. But for this one game, when you've got this running of fixtures, write this off. Play the young lads. Have a decent bench. Don't have Salah on the bench in case you do go 2 or 3-0 down. You feel the need to put him on. Fuck it off. Don't have Szoboszlai. Don't have Nunes. They've all had knocks. If Sven's in with a shout, don't even take him. Yeah. Don't even take him on the holiday. Fucking leave him where he is.
On the holiday.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, loads of Reds have gone over. It's going to be a brilliant trip for the lads and girls who have gone over. I think they'll be at the same mind as us. They've gone for the trip. They've gone for the bevies. They've gone for the sightseeing. They won't see much in Prague because it's just all ale. But that's what it's about, the European aways. The footy sort of gets in the way. You go for the trip and then you go the match and hopefully the Reds turn up. If they don't, go straight back to Boozer, straight back on your flight, and you come home and you wait for Sunday. But our team's capable of doing a number on Prague, even if it's not at near full strength, I think. But I just don't want the risk of... Because even if I'm sat there at half time and with 2 or 3-0 down, I'd be like, fucking throw Salah and Nunes on. Yeah. Now, don't put it to bed because I'm two-faced. But just in the moment, right now, if you gave me the option to lose 2 or 3-0 to Prague and then go and beat Man City, I'm taking your hand right off. And then, we play Prague again.
Yeah.
Before we play United, is it?
Yeah. And
then just go for it. Go for the 2 cup games in a bounce.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... No, I'm probably about there myself, as I say. Probably, don't... Anyone, like I said, anyone just back from an injury, nearly back from an injury, just don't risk it.
Anyone who's ever been injured, don't even take...
So don't play a team.
Just don't take... Put Thiago in on his own and just say, here you are, lad.
Yeah, with his glass
just
legs.
Run round.
Fiberglass legs. No, it's... If we can... It's a weird one. Because like you say, even if we go there tomorrow and lose 1-0, it's not a bad result. We can very easily turn that round, if we're being completely honest. Second leg, you throw fucking Salah, Nunes, everyone at them. They're putting 5 past them. So,
but if you're looking at the kids there, McConnell, Clark, are they registered?
They should be. Yeah, because they played for against. I think some of them played in the Toulouse game. And
Dan's is out, isn't he?
Apparently. Yeah, I've heard he's injured.
So you've got,
obviously,
say for instance, Adrian, Tsimikas, Quansah,
Gomez.
He's playing Van Dijk. He does not play Van Dijk ever. He'll play Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Van Dijk will start.
For me, I'd go Quansah, Gomez, and then someone right back.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I wouldn't have Bradley right back just because I don't know about
case. We need he's my focal point of Sunday, making sure Conor Bradley's playing right back.
And in the middle, I'd go sort of McConnell, Bobby Clark, and Steve McManaman. Because I can't think of anyone else who don't want to risk.
I went McMahon,
and then up front, it's just like...
No, it's one of them. You've got to play an half-decent team. So I'd go Tsimikas, Adrian Tsimikas, Quansah, Canate or Van Dijk's got to play because That's
because they just do anyway.
That's the way it is. I'd go Gomez right back, but then if we lose Gomez right back, I'd rather him play left back against City than anyone. I really would. So it's fucking hard, but we can't play like this. We can't think like this.
This season, we're losing Gomez in a number of positions as well. You know what I mean? It's not just he's been playing right back, he's played left back, he's playing centre half, he's playing fucking in the six.
We can't.
We all thought Keller was injured yesterday. I was ready for him to be in goal tomorrow.
But we're being over dramatic because we're panicking. So if Enzo and McAllister play with fucking
Clark or McConnell
or McManaman, if two of them play with a young lad and then you play, for instance, Harvey Elliott, Diaz and Gakpo, that's a good side.
Yeah, capable of beating
them without having to risk anyone that's being injured. So we're going to play an half decent side. You know, he's not going to just turn up and play the kids, but I wish he would, to be honest. But again, I've said, I'm like a hypocrite sometimes. I'm like, the lads need to play. They need to build momentum. They need to play Thursday, fucking rest Friday, train Saturday, play Sunday, and that's where we get good. But it's fucking Man City at Anfield. They need to be completely fresh. Take them on holiday for a day. Take them to Prague. Just don't play the game.
Yeah.
If you want. Play the kids and see how we go at Anfield when they come back. You know, play the big guns. Throw your Salahs in, your Nunez's in, Szoboszlai back, McAllister, everyone, and go and smash them.
Yeah. Well, look, it's a season-defining, potentially Sunday at least anyway. We've got to turn off. We've got to fucking just throw everything at them. Figuratively and literally in some cases, throw everything at them, including the welcome.
So if you go into the Annie Road, take a crate of Copperberg, because we know you don't like that.
Yeah, don't drink it, obviously.
Don't drink it. Take the lid off at least, though. Fucking hell. No, even last time, like, I know, like, their fans are calling us scum and all that for banging on the coach, and, you know, fucking hell. If it was the team's wife and kids and we were doing it, you'd go, fucking hell, the fucking team are grown men. They should have jumped off the bus in front of us, the shitbags. You know, they're a fucking bus of grown men, grown-ass men, fucking sulking, because we're slapping bulletproof fucking glass. Behave yourselves. Not asked. Do it again. Do it harder. Make a Windsor go in. Not asked. Just don't get caught. But, yeah, honestly, as daft as it is, if you're going to pelt the bus, pelt it with something that's not going to fucking break it so we don't look like scum. You know, use a plastic bottle of Copperberg with the lid on if you have to. And just fucking make it horrible for them players turning up. Make it vile. Stop the coach. Get in front of it. Don't let them get up the Annie Road. Make them pull over. Ask the police to move us. Just fucking do what we have to do. And it mightn't do anything. But if we're in their head from the start, it's like Tyson Fury and Klitschko, you can get in there a little bit. We're already in there. They're already dreading coming to Anfield.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it is. They know what it's going to be like. There's a thing in their head going, fuck, not this again. They're not looking forward to coming. Let's make them dread it even more next time they come, and even more again, and just make that cop. Not even like it has to be hostile, but make it like it used to be. Fucking light the flares and the smoke bombs. Jordan Never Walk Alone. Make it a big fucking sea of red, like the last day on the cop, where it was just flares and flags, and it was just unbelievable. But we've got a part to play. We've got to play it. We've got it, and even, you know, if we fucking go 2-3-0 down in the first half, which I don't think we will, touch wood, then stay with them, get behind them, and fucking rally the lads, because no matter what happens this season, they deserve that at least. Klopp deserves that at least. In this running, fucking just go for it. Just proper go for it. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, look, let's wrap it up there. Episode 100 in the bag. Is today. Oh, he's fucking absolutely getting me.
Episode 100!
Yeah, what more is he to say? Up the fucking Reds.
Up the fucking Reds!